So yeah, just act like it's the first time you're seeing it.
just walk around. Oh.
Movie magic.
Yeah.
What's up, Niners? Welcome to a special IMBA edition of Inside the Nine. Today we've got Brian Hannon with us. He won the IMBA Jet this year, which is a special edition Niner IMBA collaboration. He drove up from Colorado Springs, and we're gonna have a quick conversation with him about IMBA and the bike. Let's jump in. All right, today we are here with Brian Hannon. Brian, welcome.
Thank you.
And Chris Sugai. Chris, welcome. And Brian is here to pick up his brand new Jet 9 RDO that has a custom painted IMBA theme. Every year we auction a bike off, and all of the proceeds from that auction go to IMBA and our support of IMBA. And we've been doing that basically since day one. And so I wanted to grab Brian to basically drop his bike off with him and show him his new bike, and then also jump in with Chris and have him explain a little bit about why we do that and why IMBA is so important to Niners. So Chris, can you just give us a little bit of background, a little bit of the history of why we started and basically why it's important to you and to Niner?
Yeah, thank you, Tyler. We started the Give Back program in 2008, and I've always been a paying member of IMBA even before I started Niner. I always believe that trail maintenance and trail advocacy has been really important for the growth of our sport, and I feel that IMBA has been one of the most important pieces of the puzzle in maintaining our trails and lobbying for future trails. And so after starting Niner, we were in a position where we could start giving back. And our first frame, which is up there, in 2008, we auctioned off and gave the proceeds to IMBA, and we've been doing it ever since. And this is the newest winner, is Brian sitting here next to us with the new Jet 9. So, and this year the raffle that we did raised over $40,000. IMBA said it's one of the most successful raffles they've ever had. So again, thanks to all the Niner fans and riders out there that support IMBA and the mission that they do. It just goes in hand with what we're all about, which is riding on dirt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really cool. I mean, we're lucky enough here in Colorado. Brian is from Colorado Springs to have absolutely wonderful mountain biking. And so I think donating money to those awesome trails, keeping them good, keeping them in good shape, and also continuing the effort to build new trails is huge. And, we're big fans of IMBA and what they do. Brian, I was told by a little birdie that you're actually a member of your local chapter of IMBA?
Yeah, the Medicine Wheel Trail Advocates.
Okay, cool. And what trails are those, and sort of, why being a member? Give us the rundown.
So they've done a lot of great work in Colorado Springs, especially with helping to get some directional trails, mountain bike only trails established in town. So, and I'm fortunate enough to have one of those basically in my backyard. Okay. In the chutes in the Stratton open space area. Okay. So they've done a lot of great work there. They're building new trails. They're maintaining trails that have been there for a long time, redoing some that just, erosion's taking its time. Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely in the springs with all that crushed granite down there. It's a big deal, right? It's really important. Got all the rash to prove it.
Right, absolutely. What's the name of the chapter again? Sorry?
Medicine Wheel Trail Advocates.
Medicine Wheel Trail Advocates. So check them out if you want to. And Brian, tell us, give us your insight on the new Jet, maybe where you're going to ride it, what sort of plans you've got for this next riding season.
Yeah, so I was super stoked to learn that I won this thing in the first place. About 2 days before learning that I won, I crashed, of course. That's what I do. And ended up breaking my arm.
No way.
So yeah, I was pretty down in the dumps. Get the email Tuesday morning saying, hey, congratulations, you won a new Niner. I'm like, okay, sure. Should this be in my spam box?
Spam, right? Yeah. Exactly.
And then I get the email from the Niner guys, and I was like, oh my God, I actually won. And, this is a bike that, I was looking to get into anyways, like a 120, 130 trail bike. Okay. So it absolutely fit the need of what I was looking for this year. There's an event later on in 22 called the Grand Traverse that I'm doing. Okay. At least gonna try to do.
Okay. And what's the Grand Traverse?
So it's riding from Aspen to Crested Butte. Okay. about 40 plus miles and a lot of elevation gain in the first 5 miles. So this will immensely help.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be a great ride for that, right? Not total cross country bike, but not a big old enduro bike, just that perfect sort of like in between. Well, I mean, I don't have much else for either of you guys. Brian, thank you so much for being a member of IMBA and for donating. You know, you helped us achieve this absolutely monumental goal, and we're super proud of it and super proud of, you know, having you as a Ninerd, a brand new Ninerd. And Chris, thanks for, you know, giving us a quick insight about why IMBA is important to us and just important in general for, you know, mountain bikers. So
always happy to speak out on behalf of IMBA.
Yeah. Feel free to like and subscribe. As always, Niner Bikes, feel free to follow IMBA on all of their social media sites, and we will see you out there on the dirt. Thank you.
So one funny story I'd like to share about my journey with IMBA was I was a member of IMBA back in the 80s, and I was going to college at the time, and my college professor used to ride his bike to work every day. I thought that was super cool. And then years later, and this is after I graduated and had started Niner, I got invited to an IMBA summit, and the speaker was the president of IMBA. And lo and behold, it was my college professor, Jim Hassenauer, and I was so shocked to see him there. Unfortunately, he did not remember me as a student, but I definitely remembered him because he rode his bike every day, and I thought that was really cool and hardcore.